I have to make two announcements. The first announcement is we have the process of the election for the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee's office bearers, including the President, Vice President, General Secretaries, All India Congress Committee delegate members. The process has been completed. And it is to my delight that pending the approval of the AICC, the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee delegates unanimously requested our President Mr. Therie to continue to lead us. His approval, the approval of his name has been sent to Delhi by our Pradesh Returning Officer, Mr. Rakibuddin Hamid, who is the MLA, Rakibuddin ji, who is an MLA from Assam, 3 terms MLA and a very dear friend of ours, and along with Mr. Manoj Chauhan. Now that is one announcement as far as the organization goes. The second one is I want to tell to all the people of Nagaland have been tortured and troubled for so many decades because of the non-finalization of the Naga Accord. We support the implementation of the Naga Accord, and the only person preventing this accord from happening is the Chief Minister, Mr. Rio, and few of his ministers. So the peace in Nagaland, the resolution of the Naga, the implementation and the finalization and the execution of the Naga Accord has been hijacked by the Chief Minister and his few ministers so that they can continue to keep the state of Nagaland under perpetual trouble, disarray, and uncertainty. So Mr. Rio is totally responsible for he's been a stumbling block, and that is leading to a lot of avoidable misery to the people of Nagaland. Our President, Mr. Therie, has been repeatedly, because he is the only voice of the opposition of Nagaland today, our President has been raising this issue. No other person or no other party has been raising the issue of the Naga people and issues which are important for them, because without the implementation of the accord, the problems which Nagaland today is facing will continue to create trouble for the innocent people of Nagaland. That is my statement. I would request now my Honorable President to brief you. In this press conference, I also have my colleague, Mr. Ranajit Mukherjee, who is the Secretary in the All India Congress Committee. If you have any questions after the press conference, you can address it to any one of us. Now I will request our Honorable President to address you all.
Well, first of all, I thank the Electoral College of the Congress Committee for having shouldered the responsibility in me to continue as the President of the Congress Committee of the State. I believe the people of Nagaland are now prepared for change, although it may have not percolated down to the village level as yet. We intend to intensify education to the villages, to the village levels, so that they vote on issues that are confronting with us, on issues that will relieve us, on issues that will salvage Nagaland. I think Nagaland people, as citizens of subjects of Nagaland state, we have been deprived of our rights and we have been ignored. The people's aspiration has been ignored by the present government, who represents us for very long. Very recently, on 16th of this month, in a resolution of parliamentary committee, they have conceded to two official agreements that have been made between Government of India and the negotiating teams. And they also have agreed that 31st October 2019 concluded solution should be implemented. I think this is a new chapter, and Government of India is now bound. If BJP has any political will, and if they are faithful to their own commitment, they should implement the political solution. They should settle at the earliest possible time without any further delay. Or we will see that BJP government at the center implement at the earliest possible. I think people have to rise together in demanding for early implementation of the agreed positions and agreement under framework agreement. So this will be the first task. The second task, we will be looking for a change in the state. So our communities, our people, government can be only changed with the help, with the support of our people, not by Congress party alone. Therefore, we appeal to all the communities, to all subjects, to all the intelligent people to work together for a change in Nagaland. Thank you.
Thank you.
Since there are two agreements as such, so which one are
The Naga solution, which is the agreement.
You see, I will explain that. Naga Accord, both are accord. Agreed points are also accord, is also accord. Framework is also accord. So now, Government of India has agreed with NNCN, with working committee, and don't know in which area what to be operated, what to be implemented. I don't think we need to go and explain that. But I was just wondering this morning when Chief Minister said, we are unaware of insertion of the word competencies. If you carefully read the framework agreement, I hope you have all read. It says sharing of sovereign power as is defined in the competencies. The as is defined. It is a past tense. That means they are referring to Constitution of India, Article 246, Schedule 7, State List, Concurrent List, and National List. That is called sharing of power as is defined in the competencies. The meaning competencies means Constitution is only the word which can be used as a competent authority. There is no other authority. I was wondering that chief minister have not known about this. What he has been doing for the last 7 years. If
Any
a
other
chief
questions?
minister like that, a chief minister can lead us like that. We are sorry.
So you are demanding that BJP should implement without delay whatever was agreed. So and then there is the agreement is without sovereignty and integration. Is it okay for you that the settlement be brought without this too, which has been the sole demand of the IM?
The agreement as interpreted by the Parliamentary Standing Committee of Home Affairs Framework Agreement says that settlement will be within Federal Union of India, number one. Number two, interstate boundaries shall not be changed. That means sovereignty and integration are no more. That's very clear. Why should we give uncontest to the ruling people?
Yeah.
We'll fight all the 60.
Absolutely.
We can't give even one constituency uncontested.
Absolutely. We will fight all the seats.
What steps is the Center Congress taking to ensure that at least Congress gets some share in the
No, so obviously I can't tell you.
the last election we have seen there was
No, look. I think elections, it's interesting that for 70 years, when the BJP had less than 2%, we never made any arrogant statement, if you remember. There were 0, no seats, 2 seats. So in the life of a political party, there are ups and downs. Last election was not good for Congress, fact of life. But we have a strategy. Obviously, I can't tell you, because if I'm going to tell my strategy, then I must be the most stupid guy in the Congress party. So that I can't, but we have a very clear-cut direction on which we're going to work on. But I want you to understand one thing. We are fighting a party. Yesterday, a handle in Karnataka abused the goddess Kaveri, the Hindu god, river Kaveri goddess, with a Muslim name. And the person turned out to be a Hindu from the RSS, BJP RSS mindset. In Lucknow, there was a namaz done by 5 people. And people started spreading hate. They were all Hindus. It is like putting some Christian people and killing different animals which hurt religious sentiments. Being a Hindu, if I pretend to be a Christian, wear a cross, and then go kill animal, and then send the video viral across India and get Christians attacked. That is what is happening in India. Can you imagine? They will do this even to the people of Nagaland. And who will get injured? Suppose somebody, a Christian person with cross and all, who's a Hindu, cuts an animal which is against the religious sentiment in Bangalore. And a poor Naga boy or a girl who is working in a private company there gets beaten and assaulted. That is BJP. We are fighting that kind of people. And believe me, remember when the attacks happened on people of Northeast? Few years back? You remember that? I don't know if you all have forgotten. Northeast people were attacked in Delhi, Bangalore. My question is, this is all BJP's agenda to spread and divide and hate people. So we have to fight. And through you to the people of Nagaland. Past 20 years, the Nagaland state has spent at least approximately 5 lakh crores. 5 lakh crores. 5 lakh crores past 20 years, all this chief minister and the people have siphoned the money. 5 lakh crores. If you divide the population of Nagaland, which is 20 lakhs nearly, every family would have got 25 lakh rupees. All of you would have had 25 lakh rupees. You have not even 5,000 rupees in your account, most of the people in Nagaland. My poor brothers here, 10,000, 20,000, 5,000 rupees. They would have had 25 lakhs, because they spend money in election by buying votes. They ensure that you don't study. They ensure that you don't get medical treatment. They ensure that you don't get jobs because they give you money during elections. Is this what the people of Nagaland want? They have robbed you of 5 lakh crores in 20 years. And are we going to be happy with 20,000 rupees during election? Are we going to be happy if our children and wife and mother die because of lack of hospital? Are we going to be happy if you cannot reach Dimapur, you cannot reach Kohima because the road is bad? So this is for people of Nagaland to decide. I just wanted to tell you this, that you would have had that MLAs and ministers in our opposition have siphoned your money, and when election comes they will give you money which is less than 0.001% of the money they have stolen from you, your money. So please wake up, that nobody gives you money for election. They are only giving the stolen money of yours in a very small percentage, less than 0.01%. Thank you.
Chief Minister of being the roadblock towards Canada's settlement, but recently the July 16 resolution came out, which the NPCC also welcomed, and Therie himself has said on those lines. Don't you think your statement is a little contradictory here? Because you're accusing him of being the roadblock, but it seems like we are paving way, and the NPCC is also agreeing to it.
No, because if you see that it is not an initiative of the Chief Minister at all. It is all the Legislative Assembly members, and it is the Member of Parliament. It's called a parliamentary committee. They put the pressure on him. He had no choice. He had no choice. If he had choice, this should have happened much earlier. When was the agreement signed? Many years back. Why wasn't it being implemented? Who's the roadblock? He's still the roadblock. I mean, being forced to agree on it, if all the MLAs are against you, doesn't mean you're supporting, no?
You see, why we have considered him to be the roadblock of the settlement is that he refused to recognize framework agreement and agreed points of the working committee for so long. Only on 16th of this July, in a parliamentary committee resolution, they have endorsed. Prior to that, he was saying, Government of India has not rejected Constitution and flag. Prior to that, he was saying, Government of India should resume talk. Prior to that, he was saying, one solution for all the Naga inhabitant areas, one solution. When he talked to Arunachal Chief Minister, Manipur Chief Minister, Assam Chief Minister, and bring one solution, he demanded something which is not available. He doesn't want solution in reality. That is why he is the roadblock. Finally, we have to tell the truth. That's why we came out openly. Although he was a very close friend of mine, I have no personal enmity against him. But I cannot agree with his principles and way of doing things, which is anti-people.